you don't know where to begin, better ask Win.
Shane, good to see you. This video is for anyone who wants to retire in 2025. We have the 5 money moves that you need to make first. Retirement planning usually takes place over decades, and checking in with yourself throughout the planning process can keep you on track. But you do need to give your finances a cold, hard look before you tell the boss goodbye. So our first money move, decide when to claim Social Security.
Social Security is a pretty big decision, right? It's one of the largest sources of income for Americans in our country. And we want to make sure that you optimize it to best fit in with your situation. So do you take it at 62? Do you take it at 67? Do you take it at 70? It all matters. And it all has to do with how much other income you have, taxes, and it's pretty complicated. So you want to make sure you make the right choice for that. And that's something that we specialize in here at Winston and Companies.
Next, determine whether you have adequate savings. So this seems overwhelming. Where do we start?
Well, this goes hand in glove with the Social Security decision.
Right.
You want to make sure that when you claim your Social Security, that benefit along with your savings is enough to get you all the way through retirement with a lifestyle that you want. And so you want to make sure you sit down, you run the numbers, you do some calculations, and you run out year by year to make sure that Social Security, again, with your savings, with your IRAs, your 401ks, the like, is enough to get you all the way through retirement. And that's exactly what our retirement flight plan process is built to do here at Winston and Companies.
And then next, we need to decide on a withdrawal strategy. I think a lot of us have heard of the 4% rule. I've also heard that you need to tap your tax buckets in this order: taxable, tax deferred, and then tax-free. What do we need to keep in mind?
Well, it is important. Withdrawal order is huge, and it's something that people often fail to realize or think about is the importance of that withdrawal order. So spending taxable money first. You want to let your tax-free money grow as long as possible, because a tax-free dollar will always be worth more to you in retirement. So if you can grow a tax-free bucket, that's going to be the best thing for you. Now, the 4% rule has been kind of an age-old adage about taking 4% from your retirement accounts should be a safe withdrawal order or withdrawal amount to not kill the base of this investment pool. But that 4% rule is turning into more of a 3.5% rule now, a lot of experts believe, because cost of living are going up, market uncertainty, there's a lot of things going on in the world. So if that 3.5% rule is the new normal, you want to make sure that that, along with Social Security and any other savings, is enough to get you, again, all the way to your retirement destination. Now, there are ways to increase that 3.5% rule or that 4% rule up a few points using some insurance products or guaranteed vehicles. And again, if that's something you'd like to talk about, we have access to all those resources.
Next, you do need to schedule check-ins, right? Review your finances before and throughout your retirement, especially in the first year or two. But how many times do you think retirees are doing this? And how many do you think are surprised by what they're spending?
Well, I don't think retirees review these things enough, right? We always recommend to our clients that they review their plan at least once per year. Most of our clients we see multiple times per year. But I think most people are probably pretty surprised in those early years about how much they actually wind up spending in retirement, because it's all about lifestyle, right? You were used to, at the end of your career, making a lot of money, having a pretty high standard of living. You're not going to just want to cut that off all of a sudden once you retire. So you want to maintain the lifestyle that you were used to. And that can be very expensive. That can be pretty burdensome on a retirement or an investment portfolio that is designed to send you more of a fixed level income. So you want to make sure you review that. You want to make sure you're not overspending, but you also want to be able to be agile and make changes or improve your lifestyle should you need to in retirement.
Of course. And last and perhaps most important, consult an advisor.
Well, these are all complex things, right? Social Security, withdrawal order, are my savings enough, right? You want to make sure that you consult a appropriate professional for these things, because you're a professional in what you do, right? You worked in a professional career your entire life. You could teach us a lot about what you do, but you were not an expert in financial matters. And that's where having someone that does this professionally every day can be a huge resource to help you make these decisions and go in the right direction with your retirement.
Right. You know all of those risks and you can help people miss those landmines. So,
We've seen these things dozens of times, right?
right.
Over and over and over again. And so that experience is very important.
Absolutely. Well, Shane, if somebody wants to retire in 2025, or if they want to retire tomorrow and want to find out if they are on track, what's the best way to reach you?
The best way to reach us is online or by phone. Our phone number here at the office is 602-456-1928, or visit us online, winstonandcompanies.com.
Shane, thank you.
Thanks, Erin.
Got a plan for your retirement, 'cause you know it's just down the road. But if you don't know where to begin, better ask when.